Buenos dias, chicos. Today we're going to be talking about comparisons of inequalities. Those would be comparing things that are not equal to one another. About when I say a star. Oops. Please make sure that you're taking all of these notes in your interactive notebooks. It's really important that you highlight, star, use really good examples. Please use this as a tool to go back and review your notes and make sure that you have completed all of the sections that need to be completed. Let's get going. So to make comparisons of more or less than, you're going to use one of the following expressions. So more than, less than is what we're going to be working on here. Please make sure that you've starred and highlighted both of these. Más, which is more, plus the adjective or adverb in que is more than. Menos plus the adjective or adverb is less than. So if I said, yo soy más alta, would be my adjective, que mi hermana, that would say I am taller than my sister. If I wanted to say something like, Señorita Ávila es menos divertida que yo, I could say that. Miss Avila is less fun than me, but I'm just kidding. She's my bestie, so I can say that. So we've got más que, menos que. Make sure that your adjectives here, if it needs to be feminine or masculine, depending on who it is that you're talking about, you've also changed those. Here are your examples. Por ejemplo, hacer gimnasia es más interesante que levantar pesas. So in your notes right now, I would like you to highlight más, interesante, and que, because this is the nuts and bolts of how you make a comparison. If you notice right here, my verb in this sentence is es. This comes from the verb ser. It will always come from the verb ser when you are making these when you're making these comparisons. It will never come from the verb estar. So gymnastics or doing gymnastics is more interesting than, and I shouldn't say that, than lifting weights. Perhaps that's true or not. Jugar al ajedrez es, here's my verb, es menos divertido que visitar salones de chat. You can tell how old this vocabulary was just from chat rooms. Of course, we don't all visit chat rooms anymore, but this used to be in the curriculum up until about 1.5 years ago. So it's your turn now. We've got él se llama The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Él se llama Vin Diesel. Please take a moment and write one más que, one menos que sentences comparing these two gentlemen. Okay. To say that something is better or worse than, here is what you are going to use. For adjectives, you're going to be using bueno, which is good, and mejor, which is better. If something is plural that you think is good, you would say buenos and mejores. So a couple things to note right here. Make sure that you're starring all 4 of these. Make sure that you're highlighting these. And where you see this dotted arrow line, you're going to write the word perro, P-E-R-O, perro. And you're going to do that because that is going to separate these two sentences so that you can compare them. Okay? So you would say something es bueno, pero something else es mejor. So you would say this is good, but that is better. That is bad, but that is much worse. Okay? Those are for your adjectives. For your adverbs here, you're going to say bien, pero mejor, mal, pero peor. So what's really important here is that you are making sure that you use the adjectives versus the adverbs correctly. You would use the adverbs to say she dances well, so you would use this more for verbs. She dances well, but I dance better. they bowl badly, but you bowl worse. So you would use this for more activities, per se. Okay, chicos, your examples right here. Maria baila bien. So we've got Maria dances well. Okay, she doesn't dance good because that's incorrect English and also in Spanish, but she dances well. Pero, here's our connector word, Felipe baila mejor. So here's our comparison word, separated by the word perro. Please make sure you have highlighted your parts that you need to have highlighted in order to make this make sense to you. Yo juego a los bolos mal, pero tú juegas peor que mí. I bowl badly. I do actually bowl badly. But you bowl worse than me, which says a lot because I can barely make 100 with the bumpers up. Estos tacos son buenos. So I like this example because this is plural. We've got plural tacos, plural verb because this is not these tacos is good. These tacos are good. But here's my connector word. Los burritos son mejores, but the burritos are better. Please make sure that you've written these examples down and that you have highlighted them in your notes. On this, we're going to watch a video on Twitch and Alex. They are going to do a dance, and afterwards I'd like you to make a comparison using the two. Actually, I can't show the video, so you'll have to just click on my link in my notes to watch this video. It's awesome. It's really great. It's not very long. It's really great. And afterwards, I need you to write 2 comparison sentences. One using más que, menos que. You could use bien, pero, mejor, etc. Okay. So now this is your turn to make 2 sentences on the video, which I will give you a couple of minutes for. You can pause the video if you need extra time. To make comparisons of age, here's what we're going to do. First, how do you use just talking about somebody's older than me, somebody's younger than me? Tengo un hermano menor, here's menor, younger, y una hermana mayor, older. So you have your noun that comes before your descriptor. So in English, we have younger brother. In Spanish, we have brother younger. And same thing for older sister. We have sister older instead of older sister. Please make sure you've starred this right here. For younger than, mi madre es menor que, there's my word that makes this a comparison, que mi padre, my mom is younger than my dad. On here for older than, todos mis primos son mayores que yo. I like this example because it's plural. All of my cousins are, not is, are older with an ES because this is plural than me. In Spanish, que yo means than me, not que mi. So please make sure you've starred this also. Okay, my lovelies, I know that this says please use page 68 of your vocabulary, but really you're not using page 68, you're using page 18 and 19 in your vocabulary to help you, but I do want you to write 1 sentence for each one of these stars right underneath of your notes. The title for that would be Star Sentences. You'll start with más que, menos que, and you'll go all the way through. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure that you've highlighted your notes. Ask me questions if you have them. See you in class.